Now, good morning students. In today's session, we are going to discuss the next topic of chapter 7, that is determination of equilibrium, output, GDP and income. That is an identical term. It means that are the same term, output, GDP and income. Output, all of you know, that is means of production. Now GDP, that is gross domestic product, the sum of production within a year in a domestic territory, that is known as a GDP. It means the sum of total production, that is known as the GDP. Whatever the producer is going to desire to produce, they want to supply that in the economy, and by supplying in the economy they are assuming that will be sale in the economy, and through sale they will be able to generate the income. So because of this reason the three terms are the same. If in the question it is given explain the determination level of output, or it is given determination level of GDP, equilibrium GDP, or the determination of equilibrium level of equilibrium income, that is the same. Clear? Now, I told you earlier also there are two approaches to calculate equilibrium. Equilibrium, it means where two things are balanced. Where we can get the equilibrium point where AD is equal to AS. First of all, where we are going to get a equilibrium point where AD is equal to AS, and second approach, that is alternative approach where saving is equal to investment. I will explain you one by one, that is where how we can get it AD equal to AS. All of you know AS, it means it is a plant output, or we can say desired output which producer is planning to produce in the economic year. It is indicated, all of you know, 45 prime degree, and AS is equal to Y. I taught you in the previous chapter also why we are knowing as AS is equal to Y. Now AD, all of you know, that is also known as desired expenditure on consumption and investment. I told you in AD we are taking desire or desired expenditure, or the consumer want to wish to spend, want to spend, that in that we are going to include it AD. I told you there are four components of AD: C plus I plus G plus X minus M. But in your syllabus we are taking only C plus I. C it means consumption expenditure, I means investment expenditure. So AD is desired expenditure on consumption as well as investment. All of you know consumption expenditure is determined with the level of income. Consumption expenditure is determined with the level of income. It is positively related. If income increases, consumption will also increase. If income decreases, consumption will also decrease. Investment expenditure, here in AD we are going to take autonomous investment. Autonomous investment, it means minimum level of investment. Autonomous investment means minimum level of investment, and here we are taking it is not affected with the level of income. Clear? It is not related with the level of income. It always remains constant. Clear? In AD we are taking in your syllabus, that is two components, that is C plus I. C it means consumption expenditure, I equal to investment expenditure. I, here we are going to take autonomous investment which is not related with the level of income. It remains always constant. Here we are in your syllabus, that is which kind of investment we are taking when it is related, it is not related with the level of income, it is always constant. We are taking I constant, either income increases, either income decreases, even when income is zero, then also we are going to take investment, constant investment. Clear? Now I am going to explain you with this schedule and diagram how we are going to achieve AD equal to AS. So meanwhile you just note it down. From this schedule, I am going to explain you how we can achieve the equilibrium level of output, GDP and income through AD equal to AS approach. First of all of you know Y equal to AS. Clear? If your income is 0, then minimum consumption will be there. Suppose I have assumed the minimum consumption is 30. I told you right now investment we are taking also autonomous investment. It is not related with the income. If your income is 0, then also minimum investment will be there, autonomous investment will be there. If your income increases, then also autonomous investment remains constant. So you can see here, suppose I have taken investment 20, added C plus I. C plus I, what are the components of AD? That is C plus I. How much it will be? 50. Clear? Suppose your income is increasing, then your consumption will also increase, but investment remains constant. So how much AD will be there now? 60. C plus I equal to 60. Suppose still your income is increasing. Income increases, then your consumption will also increase. Suppose your consumption is 50. Then I remains constant at all level of income. That will be AD will be 70. If still your income is increasing 60, then your consumption will also increase. Suppose it increases till 60 and investment is 20. Total AD will be 80. Still if your income is increasing, then your consumption will also increase and your I will be remains constant, that is 90. Clear? Suppose still your income is increasing, your consumption will also increase. As your income increases, your consumption will also increases. Is positively related. Suppose it increases till 80 and investment remains constant. How much it will be your AD? Yes, this is your equilibrium point. You can see Y equal to AS. This AS is equal to AD. You can see very easily. Your AD is equal to AS. This point is known as a equilibrium point. But still if it is increase in the economy, income is increasing, then your consumption will also increase and autonomous investment remains constant. Clear? AD will also increase. If your income increases, your AD will also increase. Demand will also increase. Suppose still your income is increasing, your consumption will increase. Similarly, investment remains constant, then that will be your 120. AD will be 120. As income increases, your AD will also increase. So, what will be your equilibrium point? Which one will be your equilibrium point? Here, where AD is equal to AS. You can see very easily here AD 100 and AS equal to 100. So this point is known as a equilibrium point. Clear? Now I am going to explain you this with diagram. Look at there. Here 0, x, y. All of you know we are going to take here income and here we are going to take AD. AD equal to C plus I we are going to take. Clear? Y and AS we are going to take here. Clear? Now here take how much difference it is? 20, 20. So draw it 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120. If you want then you can take more than that also 120 because I have a scarcity of place. That's why I am going to take till 120. Here we have to take which one? AD. So because of this reason we have to assume the data in that manner only so that we are able to cover all the points. Can we take 20, 20 only? Yes. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120. Clear? Now first of all, we are going to draw Y and AS. First of all, Y and AS. And all of you know why, how we are going to draw? 0 at 0, 20 at 20, 40 at 40, 60 at 60, 80 at 80, 100 at 100 and 128 at 120. Because these both are the equal, you are going to get 45 degree of line which shows the identical between income and AS. Clear? I don't think so in that you are going to get stuck. I explained you a number of times how we are going to take Y and AS. Now second we are going to draw C. One by one we are going to draw the column C. At 0 how much it is there? Minimum consumption how much it is there? 30. At 20 how much it is there? 40. At 40 how much it is there? 50. At 60 how much it is there? 60. At 80 how much it is there? 70. And if you want, then you can draw only and only AD equal to C plus I. 100, how much it is there? 80. And 120, how much it is there? 100. Clear? So, you can see how we are going to draw C. That is C. Clear? Now, next column which we are going to draw, that is I. All of you know at 0 how much I it is there? 20. At this 20, 20. At 40, 20. At 60, 20. At 80, 20. 100, 20 and that is 20. It means you are going to get a straight line, that is I. Clear? C, I, Y we have already drawn. Where I, Y is equal to C, that point is known as, all of you know, I told you that this point is known as break even point. But here we have to calculate equilibrium point. So because of this reason we have to draw which line? Y and AD. Now the next line, very important line which we have to draw, that is AD. Clear? Now we are going to draw this line AD. Look at here. At 0, how much AD it is there? At 0, how much AD it is there? 50. At 20, how much AD it is there? 60. At 40, how much it is there? At 40, how much it is there? 70. Clear? At 60, how much it is there? 80. Now at 80 we have 90. At 60 we have 80. At 60 we have 80. At 80 we have 90. Yes. That is 90. Now at 100, how much it is there? 100. At 120 it is 110. Now add. Now with your ruler join this line carefully. Okay? Now look at it. Clear? You just require to join this line. This line is known as AD equal to C plus I, which I have drawn right now with red ink. Clear? This line is known as AD, where AD is equal to AS. AS, all of you know that line is a AS. Where AD is equal to AS, we are going to give the name of this point, that is E. This point is known as E point. Here you can see that is AD is equal to AS. This point is known as a equilibrium point. Clear? This point is known as the equilibrium point, and which you have to draw here. This is known as the equilibrium level of output, equilibrium level of GDP, and equilibrium level of income. Clear? You have to join this line in that manner only. You look at there at 100, that is the equilibrium level of income, equilibrium level of GDP, and equilibrium level of output. Clear? At 100. This is known as a equilibrium point, which we have determined through AD and AS approach. Now we are going to determine our equilibrium level of output, GDP and income through the second approach, that is S equal to I.